And I think I'm live. Let's just find out for sure by looking at the play page. Yes. Hey, Renee, how are you? I hope you're doing well today. Gonna just hang out a few minutes, chit chat, wait for a few more people to come in, and then we're gonna get right started with the tutorial. Hi, Steve. Welcome. I'm good. Yes. Awesome. Who else is here? Lori's here. Hi. Welcome, Lori. If there's anybody else here that wants to say hello, make sure you say hello. Give a big, oh, I knew this was going to happen. Hang on. I have to bring the dog in because he's scratching on the door. Hang on. Come on. Come on. I knew he would do that. I knew he would do that. I'm back. Did you miss me? Riley says, I'm having surgery on April 10th. Well, best wishes to you, Riley. So before we get started, I just want to know if you guys can comment. Yeah, thumbs up the stream. That would be amazing. I just want you guys to comment if any of you guys have given PicMonkey a go before, or if this is the first time you've ever been introduced to PicMonkey. I know that I did a previous live showing how to do another hack. If you haven't seen that video, head on over to the channel and take a look at it. I just think it was like 2 lives ago or something like that, so you can give that a shot. Hello, B-Lady. Good to see you. So yeah, if you could just comment, yes, you've used PicMonkey before, or no, you have not used PicMonkey before. Awesome. Tim is here to learn more about it. Perfect. Okay, so we are going to get right into the video because I don't want to take up too much of your time today. So what I'm going to do first of all is I need to do a little bit of a screen share for you all. And I'm going to move the chat over to the other side. So I should be able to see that. There. Can you guys comment if you can see my screen? That would be amazing. I'm going to go full screen on this. We go full screen on this bad boy. B-Lady said she has tried PicMonkey. Yeah, it is very, very easy to use. I think the thing with PicMonkey is that because there are so many different options, people get a little bit overwhelmed when they start digging into all of the bells and whistles in PicMonkey. So what I like to do is I like to break it down into simple, I guess for no better word, simple little hacks or simple little ways to do things that are the most common ones that people come to me with. If I'm doing branding for a small business and they're looking to change up something on their logo, or they're looking to do like a YouTube thumbnail or something for Facebook, and they wanted, you know, they want to do like create the transparent background, right? So that's why I did a live on showing you guys how to do that. So today I am going to be showing you guys how to actually create what I like to call a custom filled text. So in other words, it's going to be text in like a heavy block lettering, and you can put anything you want inside of that block lettering. Really, really simple. So let's get right to it. First of all, you're going to go to PicMonkey, which is PicMonkey.com. If you don't already have an account, you're going to have to register for an account. Now, what they have done on PicMonkey is they've changed it up a little bit. Before, it used to be just a free trial. Now what you have to do is you do sign up, and you do have to put credit card information, and you get basically, I think it's like 7 or 14 days of the free trial. And then if you choose not to do the upgrade, you still can continue to use it. You just have to log back in and cancel your subscription before that time is up, which is what most of my clients do. But if you decide you want to use all of the bells and whistles, you can. It's basically, I think, $40 a year. I could be wrong, but I think it's around $40 a year. Well worth the investment with all the things that it can do for you. So I'm just going to look through the chat to see if I'm missing anything. Hi, Rick. Okay, everybody's just saying hi to everybody. So let's get right to it. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to click on, once we log in, once we get our account, you see our 4 options across here. We mentioned in the last video, we have edit, touch up, and maybe I'll do a separate live just to show you the different ways that you can actually touch up a video, touch up a photo, because these have some really cool options. It is, you can see it right here on the screen, PicMonkey.com, PicMonkey.com. So what we're going to do is we're going to choose design, okay, for this particular element. And now normally I usually tell you guys when you're creating like your YouTube thumbnails and stuff like that, I usually say you're going to start with a transparent canvas by clicking on this. But for this particular function, we need to start with a white background. And there's a reason why. The certain trick behind the creating the text, the custom filled text, you have to have a white background. We will remove the background in a separate little process, which I will show you towards the end of this video. But for all intents and purposes, we'll start off with the white background. B Lady asks, if we use the free, will we have a watermark? No. Using the free, B Lady, you don't get any watermarks. You just have limited access to the certain options that are inside of PicMonkey. You don't have the hub that's available where you can actually save projects. That's something fairly new to PicMonkey. Usually the downside of using the free PicMonkey is that once you have created an image, it's gone. Like once you've exported it and put it on your computer, and if you refresh this page, it's gone forever. With purchasing the full year, you can actually save it up in here, and it saves it as the layers inside of what they call the PicMonkey hub. And yeah, so I can't really go into my hub because I have some client information in there, but just think of that as your storage space inside of PicMonkey. Yes, there definitely is a ton of amazing photo effects. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to start off with this white background, and I'm going to hit apply. Now for this particular trick that I'm going to show you guys, we don't need to crop the image because we're going to take care of that afterwards. We're going to go right into the nitty gritty of it, which is clicking on the text option, and you'll see it over here on the left with the big T and the little t. And we're going to click on the text, and inside of PicMonkey, so you will see a bunch of different fonts you can choose through. And as you scroll through them, you will see if you are still using the trial, or if your trial has expired and you're just using the free, you will be limited as to which fonts you can use inside of what PicMonkey is giving you for availability. Okay. You can always upload your own fonts, and that's something that I'll probably do a separate live on, but there's a way that you can go to a website called dafont.com, download the font on your computer, and then be able to upload it into PicMonkey by choosing the yours option. So you can pretty much use any font that you want. You just have to manually upload it. So, but for today, I'm just going to go with the basics. And let's just click on impact, because that seems to be a very thick black background for the text. To make this work, that's what you want. You don't obviously want to fill a text that is very skinny, because you won't see the pattern or the coloring or the images that you put behind it. Okay, so we're going to choose impact for this sample. And I'm going to click on add text up here. And you'll see it gives you a text box right inside of the white box. And I am just going to type in title text. I think that's just for this demo. I think that's the easiest thing to do. Now, what we need to do is we need to make this a lot bigger. I am going to try to fill this whole entire box. And so what you do to make it bigger is you are going to highlight the entire text, and then you're going to come over here to the right, and you'll see there's a floating box, and this floating box is all of the different adjustments that you can make to your text, and one of them is the size option. And you are going to just pull with your mouse over to the right, and you're going to make this as big as possible. Let's see. And then I'm going to pull this over to the left with my mouse, and I'm going to pull this over to the right, and you'll see it's on 2 lines. So we're just going to make it a little bit smaller so that we can get it all on one page. Okay, I'm just going to check the chat and see what we have. Anything going on in the chat? The site for the fonts, the fonts are inside of PicMonkey, but if you want to go find your own fonts, you go to dafont.com. That's DEFONT.com. Or you can get it from any other font software or font website. Seriously, if you just go to Google and Google downloadable fonts, you'll probably find a ton of fonts. Okay, so now, normally you could do something like this, right? We have black is the background, right? You could always do something like this and just change the color. That's simple, right? That's too simple. That's something that everybody is like, well, that's a filled text. Yeah, it's a filled text, but it's something that's really simple. You don't even have to do any extra steps for this to make a different color. What I'm going to do is I'm going to actually upload and put something totally different inside of the text. So let's say we wanted to put some pictures, okay, behind this. Like let's say you were in a business, a small business, and you had some pictures of different products that you wanted to upload and put, but inside of the title of your logo. Or let's say you have a YouTube channel and you wanted to have your channel name and you wanted to put some pictures or some clips, different images of yourself so that you could kind of have that text branded for you. What I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here and we're going to add an overlay. Okay. And the overlay is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down. It's the butterfly. So the butterfly in PicMonkey is always the overlays. We're going to click on the butterfly, and they have some default ones here, but for this particular purpose, we are going to click add your own. Okay. And we're going to add it from my computer. And we're going to come right here to my desktop where I have a few images already done here. See, I put, I'll show you how to upload a pattern there, but we have a picture of my dog. We have a picture from one of my YouTube videos. We have a flower. So let's just click on Cosmo and we're going to bring him up into here. And there's Cosmo. We're going to make him a little bit smaller. Isn't he cute? And then we're going to kind of fill him behind the text a little bit. I'm going to add another one from the computer. Let's add the flowers. And let's see, we're going to make the flowers a little bit smaller. Let's see how, yeah. Okay. We'll put the flowers there. Then what we're going to do, let's add one more. Just wait. And we'll add this picture. And I know it's not the best picture, but I think you guys will at least get to see the effect that this will do. So now what we're going to do is we're going to sit on each one of these images, and you'll see that it gives you a new box here that's called overlay. Okay, we're going to click on the blend modes here. And right now it's set to normal. We're going to drag it all the way down to towards the bottom, and it's called screen. Okay, so as soon as you click that, look what happens. You basically have the ability to just drop the image inside of the text. We're going to do the flower next. So the flower's there. We're going to do Cosmo next. Again, we're choosing the blend mode of screen on the overlay. So how cute is that? So, and then I'll show you what we're going to do after this. We're actually going to save this and we're going to get rid of the background. But let me just check the chat and see if there's anything that I'm missing. I'm sure Ashley is answering everybody's question. Rick says, I uploaded another thumbnail to my channel. Could I make it better with PicMonkey? You probably could, Rick. Definitely. You probably could. You want to make sure that you also do the right image size when it comes to thumbnails, which is, I believe it's 1280 by 720. And when I get done with all this, I'll show you actually how to get it set up inside of PicMonkey. And then maybe you'll be able to kind of play around with it. Yeah, it has to be, 1280 by 720. So the bottom text box being outside of the page is no problem. The bottom text box. I'm not sure what that means, B Lady. Can you be more explicit to that question? I'm not sure what you mean, the bottom text box. Excuse me. So now what we're going to do for this one is, because we have the title down, now I'm going to crop this before I download it. Okay, I'm basically just going to crop a lot of this white out of the way because you really don't need that. Okay, and we're going to hit crop. And there we have it. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to take this a step further so that I can actually remove this white background. Is we're going to have to export this to our computer. And we're going to export it to there. The text box, when you click on it, oh, okay, I guess I just fixed it. I'm not sure. I wasn't sure what you were talking about. I still don't know what you're talking about. But that's okay. Now it's downloaded on my computer. Okay. There are a couple of different ways that you can remove the white background to make it transparent. Okay. There's a way you can do it on the Mac really easy. I'm pretty sure that the majority of the people that I work with don't have Macs. So I'm actually going to show you how to do it for free online. Okay, and that is by using this other website that's called LunaPic. And you can literally just Google LunaPic, LUNAPIC. It actually comes up to this 140.lunapic.com. But if you just Google LunaPic, the first option will be it. We are going to click to edit a photo, and I'm going to click Browse. And we'll find the title text that we want to make transparent. This is going to be so cool. And by the way, you can do this with just about any images. There's been times where I've had to do a product review and I had a product that had a white background without a transparent background. I uploaded it into here and boom, made it transparent. The only thing that might fail on this is the fact that Cosmo has a little bit of white here, so it might make that transparent too, but I think you guys kind of get the idea. So we're going to click on edit up here at the top, and I'm going to click to transparent background. It's similar to PicMonkey, Renee. And then we're going to click on the white because it says we're going to make the image background transparent. Click on a color to make it transparent. We're going to click on white. Boom. And there it goes. And actually, it did a perfect job. It may have made Cosmo a little bit transparent, but not much that you can really see. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to click down here and I'm going to click save. And I save that. And when it saves it as a PNG because it makes it transparent. So now watch this. Now we can go back to PicMonkey and let's just hit refresh. Yes, LunaPic is free. Okay, I am going to click on transparent canvas for this one. And I am actually going to crop it to a YouTube thumbnail size, which is 1280 by 720. And now I am going to upload. We'll do a couple things just to kind of make it fit. Let's just upload this fancy background here. Okay, this is just pretending that I'm going to make a thumbnail. How cute. That's cool. I really like that. And I'm going to add the, hang on a second, I got to get, there we go. There we go. And we have just uploaded the actual title. Oops, chose the wrong one. Let me move this. I'll just make this a little bit smaller, but you see, you can change the size. You can do it. You can literally do whatever you want. And you can put the title text right into, we're going to make this part of the back. So if you're happy with something like this in the background and you want to make it permanent, just to let you guys know, you click this thing down at the bottom. It's called layers, and it basically makes it permanent. Okay, see how I just made it permanent? You can click to redo it, and then things kind of move around. So you literally can do whatever you want to with this, but you can take this image that we've now downloaded on our computer and be able to use it anywhere. Okay, so I want to show you another example of doing the same thing with just a plain pattern. Because maybe you don't have a lot of pictures. Maybe you just want like a more fancier pattern in the back of the, inside of the image. We're going to, again, start off with the white. We're going to call up text, impact. We're doing just the same thing as before. We're going to highlight it. And we're going to make it as big as possible. Let's just pull this stuff out, make it a little bit bigger. Okay, so we have title text here. Now, let's add a pattern background. We're going to click on overlay, the butterfly. We're going to click on add your own, my computer. We're going to click on desktop. I'm going to click on the blurred pattern. I kind of liked this one a lot. This was kind of cool. Okay, and now we're going to go to the blend mode and we're going to choose it to screen. And you'll see there that, and then you can actually kind of drag the background. Like if you liked it darker, you could put more dark, you could put the more darker colors there. You can drag it up if you wanted the more pink colors. It's kind of like, it's endless. Like the ideas are endless. You can also, let's just delete this. Hang on a second. let's just delete this and let's just try this gradient. And these gradients you can just find anywhere on Google. Just search the word gradient and search images. Click on images and you'll be able to find a ton of these. There we go. So you can do something like that, you know. And then if you wanted to get even fancier with the text, you could actually, there's a couple other options here on the text that you can deal with. You can deal with, let's see. There's basic different options that you can choose underneath the text. And then if you click on these effects, you have like a drop shadow that you can make bigger. You can change the color of the drop shadow. Like let's change it. Let's get something that we can actually see. Like maybe this light pink. Make it really long. You know, you can change the angle of the drop text. Let's see, I kind of like it like that. And then we can bring that back up and you'll see, you can see that there's the drop shadow is right in there, right behind it. So yeah, so that's pretty cool. And then you can do the same process. Whenever you get it done, you get it to where you like it. You can actually crop it just like we did before. Download it. I'm not going to go through the whole thing, but you just download it again, upload it into LunaPic to be able to remove the white. And then you can actually use it on any individual project that you want to. Does anybody have any questions on this before I stop the screen share? I want to make sure that everybody can actually understand that and, you know, grasp it. Any questions? That's what we want to know. Typo 1. Oh, Coco Shop gives a thumbs up. Anybody else? Okay. That's awesome. I don't see any other questions right now. I am going to stop the screen share and I'm back. I believe I'm back. Right? Thumbs up if you can. Typo 1 if you can see me now instead of the screen. Yeah, it is. It is really, really easy to use. Like I said, if you break it down into little individual tasks, it makes things a lot easier. I prefer to create what I like to call elements of the full picture, especially if you may be using those individual elements again for a different picture. So for example, if you were making some maybe Instagram posts, B-Lady, and you wanted to have your branding on them, you could easily create your logo, save your logo as a transparent, and be able to upload it into each individual project that you have inside of PicMonkey. If you have different pictures of products that you're selling or whatever, again, same thing. If you have the images and they're individual, you can bring them into PicMonkey and be able to edit them. You can edit them together and be able to keep them individually as well, in case you need to use just a single one for, you know, one picture and then use two of them on another picture. It's great to always build your branding, I guess I would like to call it your branding or your graphics portfolio, with individual elements that you can then bring in and edit. Let's see. My monitor is going on me. I just have to, there we go. Got it. Same logo, etc. on all platforms. Yes, exactly. Same logo. Just keep everything consistent. You know, that's great. And with the use of something like PicMonkey, it just brings the ability to be able to be a little bit fancier and a little bit more creative than the basic, you know, setting up something in Word or using like a free Photoshop for your computer that might not be as robust. There are so many different little editing tweaks that you can make to a photo or to some text that you're creating inside of PicMonkey that it's just, to me, it's just fun. I love being able to find new ways to be able to kind of just take things to a different level. So have fun exploring it. And I will be doing a lot of future videos. I love PicMonkey. I'm a big fan of trying to find applications and softwares that's free or available for very small funds to be able to do some of this branding. And, you know, some people might even want to create a collage or something personally, right? And be able to put something on Facebook or whatever. This is something that anybody pretty much can use as long as they have a computer and they can log into PicMonkey.com. They basically can take care of this and use it. So if anybody, does anybody have any other last minute questions before I get off? I know this was kind of like a shorter live, but I really just wanted to come on and make sure I got this tutorial up because a few people had asked for it. So just let me know quickly, folks, if you have any other questions for me, or if you have any other suggestions for a future live that you maybe would like to see, let me know. Either in a chat right now or come back to the video after it's uploaded and leave a comment on the video. I'm just going to wait and see if anybody responds. Is there a way to purchase the discs or a license forever? Or if not, once you leave, you do own what you make? Whatever you create inside of these websites online is yours. That is the reason why you want to try to brand your images, because of the fact that you don't want somebody stealing your image. Okay. The license isn't necessarily forever with PicMonkey. Like I said, you can use it for free. You just have to sign up, put your credit card, cancel the subscription before it's up. Then you can use the free version of it. They won't charge you for it. The only thing that you're missing out on are the extra edits, the extra fonts, the extra customization. So, and like I mentioned in the last video, there is an app for it. You can actually do a lot of these editing things on your phone. So that's a really cool option too. So I want to thank you all for hanging out with me this afternoon. Again, if you have any questions, please feel free to come back, leave them in the comments of the videos, send me a message. You can follow me on Instagram or Twitter, DM me there. I'll be glad to write those ideas down or answer those questions in future videos or future lives. So thanks everyone for coming and have a great afternoon. Bye everyone.